Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Legends Only.
My name's T. Kyle,
And I'm Brad.
and this is your weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about
Legends Only.
Pride Week number 2.
I'm over
Did we
it.
make it?
Scrap the month.
Know whose Instagram story was really sent? I mean, they always do, but Pet Shop Boy has...
Are there more
This-
tussles and fights on
No.
Fire Island?
No, but that's
Oh.
my favorite one, the news reporter in the neon green.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my favorite ones that he posts where it's like the breaking news. There was one where it's people who see like rainbow on the sidewalk and rainbow like stairs, and they film themselves walking around it. It's become like a trend. And I forget what day it was, but he posted, he was like, here we go again. And it was like just casually walking around.
Obsessed with that. Yes, I have seen
Yeah.
Corporations After June.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Pride Week 2. Hello, girls.
Hello, girls. Are we enjoying Pride Month?
I'm alive, so I think.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's been fun. I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm complaining. Having a great time. A lot of shows coming up, a lot of events, gay shit. We might have an event coming this week.
Yeah.
That will be very exciting.
I'm conserving my energy and money for like the actual New York City weekend.
Yes.
John Summit and Fruit Factory.
Oh, I forgot I'm leaving the country.
Yeah, you're
I'm literally
going
leaving
to London.
going to swinging London town and then returning and then doing Pride. So we'll see what I'm left with by the end of this month.
Yeah.
Well, since it's Pride,
We have a bunch of gay shit to talk about this week.
as opposed to every other episode,
Yeah.
which is notoriously straight.
Yeah, this week in gay things. But yeah, it is every week. Ariana Grande is out with a new music video for Boy Is Mine.
And boy, did the audience let us know.
The amount of DMs I got about this music video.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that people associate us with rats at this point,
I love it.
because there can't be anything rat related in pop culture without people atting us.
I think it's unique.
it's certainly unique. Yes, Joanne Trattoria's employees were involved in the making of this music video. And yes, there was a part that immediately became clearly like going to be low coded.
So for those of you who don't know, the music video starts out setting the scene in New York City is where this is based.
Yes, Ariana
So-
Grande, The Boy Is Mine, if you haven't seen it yet.
There is a rat in the beginning that has her moment
She
attacking
does.
the worker.
Yeah.
And then it's on the news where we get an iconic new soundbite.
Fuck those rats.
As you know, the rats have plagued the city for too long.
I immediately thought of all of the employees at Joann's and how excited they must have been to get this call.
Fucking little telltale rats.
I literally, like, my brain was like, there's a movie about this.
Yeah, it's called Ratatouille.
Yeah. I have a movie idea. If anyone wants to help me screenwrite,
About the rats.
yeah, about the employees at Joann's.
Yeah, I still think it's Ratatouille, but I would love to hear.
But
what-
it needs to be like set in New York
Well, okay, yep.
because Ratatouille's in Paris, right?
Right. Escape
be-
to New York City.
Yeah, this can be the sequel.
Yeah, you could just write the sequel to Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Just like, girls, you're not going to believe who just called.
Ratatouille. You could have them come
Yeah,
over to
Ratatouille.
Jersey. She needs
She wants
us.
me to be in her music video. I'm shaking.
They show up and it's Frankie, and they're like, oh, they didn't specify which Grande needed us. Oh, great.
I'm going to be a star.
But you know what? I do have to thank, presumably, Frankie Grande in this moment. I think, well, it's up in the air, but at this point, she's done like 7 to 10 music video homages to either gay icons or fan favorite cult classic movies. And I have to assume Frankie is like involved in showing her these things growing up. Maybe, or she's.
I mean,
she's
you could be
as
like
much
me
of a.
and not watch any movies. So I don't know.
I don't know. I I'd like to think he's just doing his gay brother duties and making sure she knows all the queens of pop and all of that.
Well, she is one.
And knows herself well. Now we've got this. So basically, this is an homage to 1992's Batman Returns with the iconic Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Catwomaniana Grande.
Catwomaniana Grande, yes. Love it. Loved the reference. Thought she did it so well. And of course, the news report was brought to you by the two and only, Brandy and Monica of The Boy Is Mine original.
She is just killing it.
She is killing it. And
this is pop. This is pop culture. This is referencing done right. This is fashion. This is entertainment. This is Cavant.
Yeah.
This is
all of that.
Music.
There's so many layers to this. And she's got Easter eggs in this aplenty. She's got her hopping from building to building, and behind her is the Wicked billboard.
Wicked promo.
Love that. And her love interest / the man she's stalking is Penn Badgley, who
I don't know who that is.
He was in Gossip Girl, but he's also in You, which is a Netflix series.
Oh, is that the one with Mandy Moore? No, that's Us.
This is Us.
Whatever.
You, us, him.
That was me then. Now this is her. This is me now.
He plays an obsessive stalker, creepy guy, to say the least. And so it's so smart to flip it and have him be the stalked one. Like, the layers in this video are just, the taste.
It's so good.
And possible Easter eggs about what's next, because she spills that love potion, and some people felt that was a...
Very Death Becomes Her.
Well, it could be that.
Oh my God, if that's the... Because I saw that.
It could be.
I hope it is.
Because the director teased on Instagram that the best is yet to come and posted a bow and arrow emoji.
Bow and arrow.
Some people think...
Hunger Games.
Maybe. Some people think Supernatural would be the next single and video to do it. And she has that version with Troy.
Oh.
There's plenty there. So I think that would be a good choice for next single. And I think that's possible. But I loved this video.
There's so many things you could play with Death Becomes Her.
Oh, I know.
Like all the girls clamoring for the potion to become a queen of pop. Like it gives you a voice.
And now we've got this is an era, and we're forgetting about eras in this time and pop girly campaigns. We had the Paula Abdul reference at the beginning with Yes And. We had the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind for We Can't Be Friends. And now we've got Catwoman, Batman. So I hope she completes this with another movie reference. I'm sure she will.
I want Death Becomes Her and Burlesque.
An Anaconda.
Though.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun. But I just love what she's doing. This is, like you said, this is pop stardom. This is what we do here. We love a reference.
I also love watching a pop star having fun.
Yes.
Like you can tell that she is, like this is an elevation. And the way that I think I described Miley's recent Grammy performance, you can tell when a pop star is having fun, and she looks like she's having fun.
Yes.
And so I'm having fun because you're having fun.
And we're all going to have fun.
We're all going to have fun.
We're all gonna have fun.
I agree.
I love when she like cuts the circle in the glass and you just hear that.
Perfect.
Oh, I did that really good.
Perfect movie ref. You haven't seen
What?
Batman Returns?
Ugh, girl, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I thought Catwoman had her own movie.
She did. That was a Halle Berry one. That was the one that was highly panned.
Oh.
But Michelle Pfeiffer was the 1992 version.
And, with the whip crack.
Oh, yes. And that was one of my first. I saw that when I was young. And that was like, oh, wow. That's one of my earliest gay icons for sure. If you like, that's one of the campiest Batman movies. If you watch it, you will appreciate, because it's for gay people. That movie is for gay people.
Oh, I also, speaking of the whip crack.
Yep.
I love what they did with the added elements in the audio, because you guys know I notoriously do not like audio added to like a music video. Sparks, the original one with like the Bumble promo.
I get mad when it's an extended dance break. I'm like, how dare you? Like that needs to be on streaming. I guess it depends.
It does depend.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's fine.
But like
My
the Pussycat
point
Dolls,
is-
straight to jail for When I Grow Up dance version. Like when they do the dance breakdown, that's not like the actual song.
Oh, exactly.
Like that's like,
why is
isn't
that not on streaming?
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so here's the lessons we've learned for everyone who's taking notes, listening to this podcast. I know you're out there. If you're going to do a music video with a dance break, the dance break needs to be on streaming.
Yeah.
Number 2, have fun. And number 3, don't add any extra loud sounds that distract away from the bob.
Yes. I thought you said the bob at first. And I was like, not everyone has a bob, but some people do.
Ariana had like that little
Yeah, she did.
Catwoman bob.
Yeah, I was like, in that case, yes.
But my point was there was like it's like a little meow, like a purr.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little meow and then the whip crack is perfectly on beat. It did something to me watching this, but you know what I mean? It's like right?
Oh yeah, and that's why you need to, I highly recommend watching Michelle do
Put out
Catwoman.
The Boy Is Mine Extra Puss edition.
There we go.
With oh my god, it's so fucking. I want to say
the mashup with Janet's Black Cat. I mean, there it is.
Ariana, it's
so many ideas.
Good. And for everyone who was like, "Oh, remember Eternal Sunshine?" That fell off. Where?
Fuck off.
Where?
I also, I revisited the album the other day and I was just like, nope, still love it.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry that there's so much music that, everything gets lost in the shuffle, but at the same time, I still love it.
Oh, it's so fucking good. I'm obsessed with her.
Love it.
I can't believe there was ever a time that I was like a hater.
I know. I'm so on board right now. And she's about to have a big year, and now we'll know what she's talking about in promo and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and did you see the late night performance that she did?
Yeah.
She teased the girls because the video hadn't come out yet, and she did the Catwoman thing. I loved it.
The vocal, too.
All the girls are noticing she is Annunciana.
Yes. I don't know what that is, but like the Broadwayification of the voice is coming through.
The runs of it all were amazing, obviously.
The clarity.
She got put through the Broadway ringer and was like, you are going to enunciate Elphaba.
Yeah.
Glinda.
Remember your video where you did, was it?
The Break Free.
Yeah, where you
I did a
put
lyric
the cards up.
translation video basically for Break Free.
Is that still on YouTube?
It is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to send everyone to go watch that.
Yeah, go watch that, everyone.
I still, to this day, every single time I hear that song out, I think and I hear the lyrics of your music video that you did.
Me too.
Say Ottawalla every fucking time, and it makes me laugh.
Because once upon a time, and really up until recently, the joke was like marble mouth, like she's not enunciating.
Oh yeah,
so people would like make fun of whatever the hell she's saying.
I mean, at least it was always in key.
That's true. You can't say that for everyone.
Find the note. So, Ariana, we are perched and ready for whatever reference comes next. Hopefully, it is from a movie that we're about to mention in this next thing that happened. Happy Pride, everybody. So, Peacock, not sponsored, the streaming service, had a homepage on their app dedicated to LGBTQI plus voices. And the imagery that they chose for this was Cher, Alan Cumming from Traitors and other things, but, most recently Traitors, and Chucky.
I don't want to say that the web designer for peacock.com is a low fan, but I don't see how they're not. No. Because this was so low-coded. I could not handle burlesque
literally
Chucky as the face of Pride.
And the amount of tags that I got, being like, oh my God, I'm so excited for you. Front page promo. T. Kyle, you look so good. Front page of Peacock.
Oh my God, what a troll. I loved it, though.
And the TikTok that posted about this that went really viral was like, I don't mean to be ignorant, but like, is he gay? And everyone's like, no, he's an ally.
He's an ally. He's a proud ally.
What was the one? Oh, the one comment says, well, he does slay. With that fresh hair press, girl, nails emoji.
Honestly, yes. With his overalls, he would be a hit at Thai tea.
Someone said, I love Miranda from Sex and the City.
There is unfortunately, Miranda, I think it was like season 2. There are moments where they're identical. The hairstyles.
He's always got that laid bob. The one that's like super pin straight always makes me laugh.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best one.
Oh, yeah.
But Yeah, so Burlesque, I guess, is streaming on Peacock.
Peacock.
So Ariana, there's
And
your reference.
Alan coming for Trader Season 3, and we just got the cast list for that.
We did, but an idea just popped in my brain. What if the reference is Burlesque and it's Mariah Carey singing like Wagon Wheel Watusi? And she's like, I want to be up there. I want to do that. And Mariah Carey's singing You Haven't Seen the Last of Me. And
Like,
it's
you just have the idea of Mariah doing burlesque? Sure.
And Ariana's the little server. And she's like, I want to be up there. I want to do that.
Oh, Ari.
And it's playing off of, everyone thinking that they're feuding. Like
Yes.
she wants to be her. And
Oh, God, that would be incredible.
and
Yes. I mean, yeah, get that EGOT. It's sitting right there.
yeah.
Honestly, when burlesque inevitably makes its way to Broadway, we should have
Christina in it.
iconic duos that are seen as like rivals do that.
That is our feud.
Right? Oh my God. It's genius.
Speaking of duos, we had the Queen of Melrose on
Ugh.
Very Delta this week.
We were so excited when we saw the teaser picture. I was just like, they're sisters.
So basically, I loved this episode.
This was a phenomenal episode. You could actually feel them being spiritually
connected.
like kindred spirits.
Yeah.
They're in different fonts, but they're the same. They're sisters. I love it.
What would
like,
Delta Works font
like
be?
one's a little more country, one's a little more rock and roll, that kind of vibe, where Delta would be
Definitely a serif font,
Mm.
if you know what that means, which means it has the little like edges.
or like the Ross for Less font.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a curl
Yes.
there. There's accents.
Right. And where Cosmo's more the grungy, rock
Yeah.
and roll,
Like a big bold.
CBGB.
Yeah, like maybe even spray painted.
Yes.
A bold impact font spray painted on a wall.
Yes.
In a
It's-
neon color and it's faded.
But the way that she was making references and Delta was catching them that were so specific to her life that she's like, but nobody ever talks about that. Like they have a shared history without even knowing each other. It was wonderful. And I'm loving this rise of Cosmo. And it feels like Cosmo's been like a crucial member of the pop culture discourse that just hasn't, floated up until now, but was like always there in
Yeah.
the mix. Like,
I had so many people DM me and say like, oh, I got costumes from there. I used to like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
totally. I know it's very much like, like a figure like Amanda Lepore or somebody who's in the
Mm.
scene who's just like touched all these things and been part of the crew, but is now like really having this moment. And I'm so happy to see it. And that was like such a treat of an episode to listen to.
Get the cameras.
Yes, we need.
I want Cosmo to give me a good jacket. I need someone to style me.
Or they should bounce off that idea, that viral tweet of like 15 minutes and a cigarette with Cosmo would change my life. What if it's like a different thing every week?
Oh my God, look at this fucking.
This is
we
a
should
free
start
idea.
our own creative agency.
We honestly should.
Low
Can you
agency.
imagine basically like
Yes, I can imagine it.
stoop talk or whatever, where it's like 15 minutes outside with her smoking a cigarette and it's some random, celeb fixing their problem or talking through life or something. That's like,
Oh.
it's right there.
World of Wonder,
Honestly.
Mom Network, any of you out there, Out TV.
Mhm.
What else is there now?
MGM Plus.
15 minutes and a cigarette with Cosmo. That is so
It's-
fucking good.
It's right there. Like the viral tweet was like, yeah, that's a show right there.
So basically, I also loved the self-love conversation they
Yes.
talked about and like learning to love yourself as you get older.
Mhm.
I really felt inspired by that.
It resonated.
Yeah, it did. Also, Delta Works rant this week was another great one about the babies on the airplane.
I am with her. As always, I am with her.
There's certain rants like that just really just rise above.
Yeah.
And this was one of them. And the way that she just went on that endless, like, oh, baby, and it just kept going and going and going. I was in tears laughing because it's so true.
Well, it is.
And I was having this conversation this past weekend because we were talking about how like kids aren't stupid
Mhm.
and we can't stand how people talk to them like goo goo gaga. And then this episode comes out. I was like, holy shit, I was just talking about that.
Yeah.
Because like someone's kid, I was at a party and someone's kid sat next to me and I was like, hey girl, like I was totally just talking to this kid. Like I was like, oh my God, aren't those so good? Like we were talking about the dessert things. And I was like, I'm literally sitting here like queening out with like a 9-year-old. She's staring at me. I'm like, isn't it so good?
Queening out at the birthday party with a 6-year-old. The new album by Lana Del Rey.
Yeah. And then I was telling people, and she's like, oh, that was my daughter. I was like, oh, well.
She serves.
Yeah. I'm like, kids aren't stupid. They know that you're like a human being.
Yeah, and it helps them developmentally to talk to them like an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not cursing at your kid, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, hi there. Anyway, shall we hop on a plane right now? Speaking of.
Ooh, should we hop on a plane? Should we call Bella Hadid? Should we tell her?
That was the connection. I was like, I know I put these two together. Keep your babies at home. Let's hop on the plane. Head on over to the UK, which is what you will be doing.
I will be.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Mighty Hoopla happened.
Oh boy, did it.
I hope you keep on serving cunt. Okay.
Okay. So Countess Luann, we all know, we all love, performed at the Mighty Hoopla Festival in the UK. The crowd for this, some of the girls wish. We'll just say that.
This was a headliner event,
This
for sure.
was a headliner crowd.
This is just so unprecedented for Real Housewives history, too. Like, this is so far beyond what the biggest housewives have accomplished with their music
like
careers.
Candy and Kim performed at that one, it was like Palm Springs or something.
Yep.
That was like Pride Festival.
Uh-huh.
And we stand Candy.
We do. And Candy's a legend.
Yes. And probably the richest housewife.
Yeah, for sure.
The most talented.
The one with the talent.
Yeah. We stand. I'm sad that she's not coming back.
Me too. Yeah, she's an OG. She's incredible. And she's written so many smashes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't really even, that's funny. I don't even count her in this conversation. Like, as far as the housewives who sing about jet silhouettes and shit like that, like Countess Luann is leading that charge.
Yes.
As far as the outsider pop girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was a music festival. Like,
yes.
you go there
a serious
to
music festival for legends.
artists.
Yes.
I really can't believe it.
I love it because
And I love it.
I feel like it makes sense to see that happen here because of the Luanessence of it all, but to see it happen in the UK was shocking to me. Yeah, it was wild. It's translated, and people have said, I've saw people like, I don't watch Housewives, but I'm here for Luann. I know about Luann.
Oh, she is literally like an internet.
Well,
gay
every time
icon.
I log on, she's twirling next to some DJ in Dublin she's
the
whirling and
European
twirling.
Luann Assance is so real. And I will say, I did get a memo from inside Camp Luann. The Dublin crowd, I heard, was the craziest and the loudest.
I'm
and
not
they were
surprised.
screaming, cheering. I got so many videos from people. Connor went. Shout out
Yes.
to Connor.
Oh my God. Shout out to Connor. I've seen the tags and the videos of the Keep On Serving.
Oh yeah. The crowd was cheering my song.
Yes.
I feel like I just produced the Renaissance tour.
Yeah, you did. You did.
And no one can take that away from me.
No.
That's delusional of me to say, but like that's how I feel.
I'm just so glad that she's like fully leaned in. It's like a song to her. It's like like the DJ spins it and she's dancing to it. So surreal. But yeah, she came
I
out.
see you guys got the dress code. I'm serving cunt. Okay. Also, all these videos really nail down how good my impression is.
Oh yeah.
Like she's the whole time. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Okay.
Just the shaking and crying as she's performing is so fucking good.
One more time, everybody.
These videos are unreal. Her walking out to the masses cheering.
Yeah. And
I mean,
singing.
eat it, Bethany. Stuff
Literally.
it. She's busy crying about Chanel while
I can't.
While Lou is like having the Renaissance tour.
Yeah.
Worldwide. It's just a shame that like this isn't a heavily documented like, either Roni or her own thing, because this is so insane. The moment the show ends with her on it is like when she's truly blossomed.
Mm-hmm. We should have done 2 new shows.
Yep. Oh yes.
Well, I mean, well,
it could be
supposed to happen and whatever.
Rewired a little bit, but
yeah.
But this was truly triumphant.
you know, if they were rolling cameras,
Mhm.
the other women would be supportive, but like so shady.
Yes.
Sonia would be down and
Yeah.
like all on board, but you know, the other ones would be like, oh, shit, evidently she's Madonna.
Yeah.
Like, remember that scene?
Yes.
This is literally like that scene of Bethany being like, oh, well, evidently she's Madonna.
Yeah.
Well,
And
look at the crowd.
Copacabana Beach with Luann when
Yeah.
1.8
Yeah.
million.
Basically,
Fly the
that-
drones over at Luann's Copacabana Beach performance.
The thing is, you could edit together
Oh
enough
my-
videos at this point to make
Yes.
it look like it.
Oh my God, somebody needs to edit Madonna in Rio, but it's Luann performing.
Okay. And then the drone shot.
Yes.
Yolanda Pfister, if you're listening.
Yes.
Yolanda Pfister, this is a call to you. I've kind of retired from like making memes and
Yeah,
not
no, I
really,
get
but
it.
like,
It's got to take something real special.
yeah.
But I could see that happening. Yeah, but the festival in general looked great, and I guess they avoided the muddy drama that was leading up to it. I think they got their wellies on. We had headlining
What's
performances.
a welly?
Well,
Like a Wellington?
yeah, like the boots.
I don't know
type.
how I know that brand, but
Yes, I'll show you what they look like.
because someone else, Nelly Furtado, said that. She was like, oh, I've got my wellies.
Wellington boot.
Oh,
Just the wellies.
cute.
Yeah, Nelly headlined. Rachel fucking Stevens performed a solo set. I am devastated to have missed that, and that is my big loss. But it looked fantastic. We got out the ribbons for Sweet Dreams My LAX. My God, we got some Come and Get It. It looked fantastic. Next year I'll have to get there. Hopefully next year there won't be like a Girls Aloud reunion tour 3 weeks after Mighty Hoopla, so I can organize my life better. But
Yeah.
that's how the cookie crumbled this year, but looked like a fun time.
Not a bad crumbling.
Not a bad crumbling. The flavor.
The flavor. Also, shout out to the people who sent me the videos of like Luann at the clubs after, where there were DJs playing the Deep House.
My
edit.
God.
I was like, wait, why does this like go off?
Well, it does go off.
And she's like performing it in the clubs.
Yes.
Like, and it's like, wow, keep on serving. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Like, truly the global impact.
Well, there was another performer at the event.
Mm.
Good morning, Rita Ora. We're talking about you.
You asked and received.
Which is a bop.
Yes. Did you see her pop up at the fitness Caleb?
Where isn't she popping up?
Well, that's the thing. Is like you don't even need to ask and you will receive. Is kind of the whole thing. But the fitness marshal, he
Oh,
does
yeah.
the fitness. I think you will gag at this.
I saw that they met, but I didn't see the final product yet.
Oh,
I've been cutting back on my screen time. Sorry.
that's right. That's right. You have. Well, it's called Rita Ora crashed our workout video.
I just have to ask for what you want in this life. Even it seems crazy. Like right now, I just want Rita Ora to show up and dance with us in this video. But that's just wishful thinking, I guess.
Cleaning up in the back.
Take me to
Security.
Get her out of
Get her
here.
out. Security.
So fucking funny. Yeah. So she popped up there. So shout out to Caleb Marshall for that moment, but also popped up at Mighty Hoopla where
Oh, that's get it. Fitness Marshall
Yeah.
is his name.
There's
but like
a-
a
there's a
marshal
meaning
is
there.
like,
Yeah.
isn't that like a person that like
yeah.
in the army?
Mhm.
They're like, ready, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's in the Britney army, so that all adds up. Well,
We love branding.
we do love branding.
Anyway, know who how do we
Well, we could maybe just read off a headline.
Okay,
that is
so
because
someone
it's made the
tweeted-
news.
yeah, so someone tweeted this first and then we got the videos. There's a tweet from @Ohan Theo on X.
Antonio.
Oh.
I believe it's a reference to Annie,
Oh.
the
Oh.
Norwegian singer.
There we go. And it says Rita Ora trying to find anyone in the front row to sing her song a cappella is one of the best, most embarrassing things I've ever seen. OMG. Then she sang the wrong song. And then we got videos of this incident.
We sure did. This made the news. The Mirror wrote, Rita Ora suffers horrific fail as she interacts with fans at Mighty Hoopla Festival, which is just such a deadly headline.
Is it really a fail? I mean, you got booked.
Yeah, exactly. And we got the hits. We got I Will Never Let You Down, Anywhere, Ritual, Your Song. But one moment didn't go so well. She was walking down in the front row of the crowd, right? And she was yelling, "Do you know the lyrics?" She gave the microphone to one person who yelled, "I love Rita Ora."
Oh my God. What is it called?
I think it was the next person.
Okay, I'm looking that one up.
Then the next person.
I'm going to look it up.
Just the front row.
This is
Iconic
people in iconic places, honestly. And
Also, is it Rita Ora's fail or is it all of you in the audience's fail for not knowing
let's
the
reassess
bops?
this. Who actually is at fault here? Because I believe it's all of yous.
Yeah. We need to make like a best of Rita Ora. Well, it's all of them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like a compilation?
Yeah.
Yeah, hours
Or like
long.
a starter point.
Yeah. Well, she sings I Will Never Let You Down, but it seems that the rest of us did to her. So
It reminds me of the time that Beyonce like held the mic out to that one girl and she's like shaking her head. No. And she's like, oh. Do you guys know that one?
yeah,
Literally.
she went straight
she's
to
like,
whale sound. I too would panic. Like, even if I did know the song, I wouldn't sing along because I'd be mortified to hear myself on that kind of a sound system.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would start singing Lonely Together. Bop.
Yeah, this was actually the fail of the audience, not Rita, to be clear. So, shame on all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's anywhere. She's everywhere.
Someone else tweeted the UK's J-Lo.
Oh.
That is awful. Rita Ora's mic is on. How dare you?
Have some respect. Well, somebody who else has the mic on in the recording studio.
Oh my God.
New album incoming.
Yeah. Congratulations to Heidi Montag for celebrating the milestone of 50 million streams of I'll Do It from Superficial.
Difficult to get. Not everybody has that.
I feel like the last time we talked about this song, it was at like 13 or 15
Mhm.
is where I'm like,
Mhm.
I feel like I remember last talking about this.
Yep.
50 million is more than like a lot of some of the main pop girls.
Yeah, she's eating them up. And she's hard at work on this album. Did you see she's doing the photo shoot for it
Yeah.
in a bright pink bikini? This feels real now.
Higher teas.
Totally.
Self-referencing.
She is self-referencing. I think this is actually happening.
Yeah.
It went from like, oh, maybe we'll get her to do a song to like, oh, actually, I think you've really put something together.
Yeah. I think they have.
Oh my God. I'm ready.
This feels like so, if everyone looks
Surreal.
back at everything we've been saying, praying, preaching, and praying and saying.
Yeah.
We've been preaching this one
Yeah.
for a very long time.
Oh yeah. We've got receipts.
Yeah.
We've got podcast cameos.
Oh.
You all dancers?
Yeah. I haven't played that sound in
Yeah,
a
you
while. Do you guys
haven't.
remember this one?
So, do you guys love clubbing? Are you dancers?
Iconic.
Deeply. But yeah, she just celebrated 50 million streams of I'll Do It, and she posted a video in celebration.
Cheers to 50 million more.
Honestly,
I feel like it's only going to keep going higher. Yeah.
unless your computer suffers a blackout.
Tonight. I still need to put out my cover of it.
You do.
It's somewhere in the.
It's good.
It actually like kind of eats a little bit.
It does. It's basically
I need to.
like Jeffree Star doing a Heidi Montag cover.
Yeah, I have to record the second verse still.
Okay, well, we'll get you
But-
in the booth for that.
It's right here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Home studio.
I think what did I record on this mic? I forget. Our end of the year performances
Yes,
are
yes.
done on these mics.
Correct.
$35 on Amazon, not sponsored, but if you want the link, I'll send you my Amazon storefront where I'll get a commission if you buy it because I'm desperate for money.
Well, you should, because I get so many fucking DMs asking what equipment we use. I'm not even kidding.
Oh,
I just refer to you.
Oh, Should I put it on our link tree?
Yeah, why not?
Do you care if I get commissions from it?
No.
Okay. I'm so desperate. I'm not even kidding.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'm doing like a SpawnCon thing with TikTok Shop next week.
Oh my God.
So when I post it, if any of you want to make fun of me, I'm not having it. You're going to click the TikTok and you're going to like it. Okay.
Oh my God. What is it? Is it for like Sponge Daddy?
Pride.
Oh.
No, but I do love Sponge Daddy.
I love
Not
Sponge
sponsored.
Daddy, not sponsored. Yeah.
If you're listening, send
Yeah.
me one.
When you debut Sponge Top.
That is not believable. You could actually, I don't know if we want to have this graphic of a conversation, but like there's shapes that you could make with that
Oh, yeah.
for Pride.
There are. Oh, yeah.
Oh, put your finger right in there and scrub. I mean, that would break the internet, honestly.
It would.
Where was this going?
I'm not sure. They really should do a Sponge Gay Daddy, though. They should do one for Pride. It's just rainbow colors.
There
It's right
probably
there.
is one.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I don't know how we've gotten here.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
I am picky about what I sponsor, though. I'm desperate but picky. That's a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt.
Desperate but picky.
Mhm.
So true.
You're the opposite of Sabrina Carpenter. She can't relate to desperation, but you can.
Sort of. A little bit. Would you say I actually don't think I'm that desperate.
I don't think you're that desperate.
No.
Well,
Anyway, next, we have another karaoke.
do we? I think I mentioned it last week that it was on the books, and now we got it. A performance of the piano version of Beautiful Disaster. Her voice has never sounded more clear, more strikingly powerful.
Soulful.
She's on one lately. It's not just that she's doing these songs, it's that she sounds incredible.
Yes. I commented this on the Instagram and I will say it here. I said, Kelly, if there's no way she saw this, but
Yeah.
like if you're listening, this is hands down like one of her greatest performances in her entire career.
Yeah, this is absolutely one of her best karaoke's, one of her best performances. This took me back to RESPECT at the Piano American Idol.
Add that into the list.
Like
piece by piece when she performed
Idol and cried.
And cried. That is up
Because
there.
she almost cried during this one, it felt like.
Yes.
At the end of Beautiful Disaster, she looked like affected.
Yeah. People forget that, like, because they just think, oh, the American Idol of it all. She's a songwriter too. Like,
Yes.
she's not just a vocalist. She writes, and these come from deep
But
places.
I was definitely taken aback that she took it so seriously, because I do feel like she sort of has a, and I think it maybe was true for many years of like maybe poo-pooing her old stuff, but now I feel like she took that.
They all do.
Yeah, but I feel like she took that one much more seriously than I would have ever imagined, and I love what a treat for fans that she's like almost crying to Beautiful Disaster, like
Because we cry to, like,
every day.
yeah. But, like, it's true. These songs, especially some of the earlier albums,
Yeah,
I was there crying with, like, a lot of these songs, listening to,
Yeah.
like,
God, all of Breakaway, truly. As I said,
and the
it just
first album, and My
transports
December,
me-
like,
just there weeping in the bootcut jeans and the Old Navy flip flops and the flipped up collared shirt. It's just like you're right there.
yeah. Oh, and just happened like hours ago, the Kelly Clarkson show won
Oh, the Emmy.
The Emmy.
Daytime Emmy. For the fourth year in a
again.
row, I think.
Yeah. And she's there. It seems like they're all there. The team's there.
Yes.
So congratulations to Kelly, but also to the entire team
Yeah, the whole
on the
team.
wins.
She also recreated her. So did you see the meme that
The
was like
VMA?
something's never
Yeah.
changed? She does her like rock girly pose. Same exact face. Loved that.
Yeah. From the VMAs that one year that she did the water.
Since you've been gone
coming
with
down.
the water.
Oh,
Ugh.
this is, I did not prepare for this, but like top performances of all time.
Yeah.
That VMA in the rain.
Yep.
This karaoke,
Yeah.
piece by piece, RESPECT.
Stuff like that there.
Oh, yes. And Without You, when her voice cracked on Idol, was also like another,
Oh yeah.
because she could have gotten eliminated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was a defining moment.
Yeah.
And that's when I think when they were like, you are up there with like Celine, Mariah.
And then the Happier Than Ever that I think inspired maybe even the karaoke EP, like, because it got so popular when she accidentally ate up Billie Eilish and did her version of it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Know what I would love to hear as a karaoke? I don't think she's done this yet.
Frim Fram Sauce
Mm,
with Ryan Starr.
actually, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
But I was going with Timeless
Oh,
from Justin and Kelly.
absolutely.
Solo.
We do need,
Nothing, no shade to Justin,
Yeah.
but like I just would.
but also actually would be nice because he's been on the show a few times.
Yeah,
That would be, oh,
they could do a duet. That's fine. But like
they
I would.
should like reclaim it because they make fun of it so much. Like, what if you just like did the song really well together?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I love that song.
Yeah. Because he's like actively, well, he was just on Broadway too. Like,
Yeah, Once
this-
Upon a One More Time.
I don't see why not.
No shade. I thought he looked so fucking hot. And that little
Yeah.
Prince out, I forget what he was. Prince Charming, I think, singing Circus. That
God.
was
Go back to 2008 and tell yourself that you're going to see Justin Guarini singing Circus on Broadway.
yeah.
Like,
Everyone who says like, "Oh my God, T. Kyle, like your brain is so crazy," blah blah blah. Look at what's happening around the world.
yeah. There you go.
Like Justin Guarini performing Circus on a Broadway stage, dressed as Prince Charming. Rita Ora in a towel dancing to Keep on Serving. Luann performing a headlining event. This is not coming from my brain. This is happening, people.
This is real life.
I'll do it. 50 million streams. I wish I was calling the shots.
Honestly.
'Cause this is what would happen.
It's
if I
hard to be ahead
was.
of our time, but here we are.
You know what? I'm going to say it. We are.
Yeah.
We are.
If you honestly, it's important to leave a digital paper trail because there's the evidence right
Mhm.
there. We've been standing from the beginning.
I had like a brief moment of like, I'm irrelevant. I'm over.
Mhm.
But, you know, because those feelings, those thoughts come and they go.
They sure do.
And then I was
Houdini.
like, yeah. And I was like, you know what? I'm just an underground, ahead of my time person.
Sometimes you got to
Trying.
accept that it might just be the cult classic and not the mainstream
It
mega
girl.
smash. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay. I'd like to think of myself more as Robin than the
Who?
yeah. Who am I about to drag? I'm thinking about
I'm like, who are we going with that?
Where am I going to go with that? I'll leave that for you to decide.
I think I know exactly what you were.
Get a good lawyer.
Anyway,
Uh,
well, the girls also have been serving quite a few looks.
they certainly have.
I think it's time for a little segment that we like to call
High fashion! So editorial.
Guys, this is awesome.
This is a billboard.
This is super high fashion.
Oh my God, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion.
Miley Cyrus, 4W, pop issue.
Pop issue. She really popped out with this one. Yes, shot by Alistair McLellan. The pop issue, she talked about winning the Grammy. She talked about how it's about celebration versus competition and not thinking of other artists as opponents. But mostly she served in a variety of outfits, kind of giving, I would say, a little bit of a throwback to the 2000s a little bit.
Yeah.
But we still are doing this sort of like Cher glam with the Mackie-ishness of the outfits. And she's giving bangs.
It has a flair of like album one to
It does. Yeah, it totally does.
Right?
Yeah, meet Miley Cyrus.
'Cause it's, like,
/ See You
simple.
Again.
Yes, it's See You Again
Mhm.
hair, elevated
Yeah.
and upgraded.
I'm also really like, I've never really taken a peek at her tattoos too well, but in a lot of these black and white photos, you can really see it. Stunning. So we're loving this era for her. We've also got Chapel Roan, who honestly, every week that passes by is
Megastar.
absolutely elevating like crazy. Now we have a shoot with Chapel, and she was interviewed iconically by Trixie Mattel.
I loved this interview.
This was a great back and forth. And she got pretty honest about the fact that her superstardom that is growing exponentially is affecting her. She doesn't know how to cope. She's not handling the people coming up to her really well. Just people like forgetting the humanity of these people,
Yeah.
which Trixie related to. And also, I mean, this shoot is just, this is a phenomenon of a shoot because it's giving Renaissance painting, but
Chapel Antoinette.
yeah,
That's my frame
1920s
of reference
kind
for the
of-
entire year. Goes to Paris
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
Sees gold trim. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my God, wow, Palace of Versailles.
Yeah, this is a fantastic shoot, and people are on board the Chapel train hardcore right now. So
We got to get some Chapel remixes on streaming. Putting
I
that
think
out
you're
there.
the one to do that. Some hot to go remixed, but especially Good
If
luck,
I
babe.
could, I will say Spotify did tease. There was like that news report and like
Mhm.
Verge or something.
Yeah.
Where they said they were going to introduce a like remixing
Yeah.
thing on their app. If anyone out there listening needs a beta tester, call me because that's so up my alley.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
serious.
into that. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear you remix Good Luck, Babe, which I think is one of the best songs of the year. I do think that's the one
That's the one that's like, right? Oh, that was she cracked. Oh, that was a find the note.
I'm actually not sure which.
No, that was
Good luck, babe.
Yeah, that's where I was starting.
Yes, it's got one of the best.
I was trying to do the melody, and I
Actually, you know what? She kind of single-handedly saved the bridge this year for me. This bridge is one of the best bridges, the Scream Along bridges. It's basically about telling this girl from the past who's struggling with her sexuality, and the girl ultimately like goes with the guy. And in the bridge, she's like, when you wake up next to him in the middle of the night with your head in your hands, you're nothing more than his wife. You're standing face to face with "I told you so." Like, she's basically saying like, good luck, babe. Like, with your fake heterosexuality, like, I know what we had, and like, I know you're living a lie. It's really fierce.
Oh wait, she's saying like, I know that you
ate my puss, and now like, good luck, babe, with all that.
Oh, ate her up. Oh,
I mean, the chorus is, you can kiss 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. It's like, good luck pushing all that down. It's so good. I know I'm late to talking about it, but it's just about calling out this person who you like were secretly diddling, and then they're like, I'm gonna go back to straight life, and you're like, I know what you are.
I could sing that about a couple boys.
Exactly. It's extremely relatable.
Good luck, dude.
Good luck, dude, bro.
Good luck, bro.
It's so true. I think this is just one of the great anthems of the year for sure, and it's really connecting with a lot of people. Anyway, great shoot too for Paper.
And I liked this interview, how you had said like she gets into the details about like being on the phone with her therapist and being like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And I just appreciated how candid she was, because I feel like this is something that has happened to some of our faves in the past.
Yep.
But without the transparency of like social media, right? Like,
yeah,
Britney and like all our faves skyrocket to Sabrina. I mean, all these child stars, they skyrocket at such a young age. But back then, you didn't know about like, people weren't talking about their mental health. People weren't sharing.
You just had to be the pop star.
Yes, you were the pop star.
And you had to answer really invasive questions and just be expected of it.
And you had to like show up and look a certain kind of a way. And like now I appreciate that there's more of a conversation
there is
about it.
Things are a lot different. I do think people haven't changed in the way that when you see a famous person, something happens to our brains and you just run up to them and you lose your mind. Like, I don't think
last week with Kim Hale.
I don't think that's ever changed. I don't think it'll ever change. But even then, they were saying, like, if I saw my idols, I would also freak out. There's just something that happens, but I do think people forget that person's humanity, and maybe they're just eating a chicken sandwich or having a beer at a bar, and like they don't need that you going up shaking and crying, because that happens so much to them.
Time and place.
But she's now the latest going through it, and I feel like it's a little bittersweet for her fans who are like championing her for so long, but now that it's happened, it's like, well, good luck, babe, because
bye, sweetie. She's going to be headlining now.
Yeah.
But it happens.
It does happen.
Happened with Gaga.
Yeah.
From Terminal 5, back when there was still breathing room and you could dance before they oversold it, allegedly, in my personal opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? Yeah.
This is what happens.
Dua. You guys are going to see Dua at the showcases.
Going to pieces with Dua to her doing fucking
stadiums,
arenas. Yeah.
And global festivals.
I know.
Good luck, babes.
Good luck, babes. That's right.
Like, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
And another girl who's very much in this position now, Miss Tyla.
8.
Cover of Dazed. Giving sports girly with a baseball bat, but in general, just eating this up.
I have something to say about Tyla, and this is a very niche reference. And if anyone out there agrees or like thinks that I'm onto something here, let me know in Discord or something.
Here we go.
But the Summer House reunion, which on the subject of being ahead of our times, I would like to just be very clear. If you look back at my tweets, I was championing
You were.
Summer House season 1. I was working at Watch What Happens Live, and I will just say that everyone was not as excited about Summer House
Yes.
in the way that I was. It was more of a begrudging ask that we did the reunion, to say the least. And I was like, oh my God, I was obsessed. Lindsay Hubbard showed up with her new tits. She like got a boob job and her tits were out. And like they had to get like tape to cover her nipples. And I was like, oh my God, Hub House, literally since day one, this latest season, best rated season, best rated show currently on Bravo. Finally.
You are Summer House is your discovering Chapel Roan on YouTube doing covers. Like that's the same thing.
I'm like, finally, everyone gets it. The Summer House reunion, the looks of all the ladies literally is giving Tyla. Like, I'm like, they must have watched Tyla. Like, it's Tyla at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of, it's almost like
Sexy.
Donatella-esque, like, wrapped and like, it just kind of, almost like waves of water that just like flow from the shoulder down the tit to the waist and like a nice train with the abs out. It's like
she looks phenomenal.
Literally like Tyla Tease from all the girls at the Summer House reunion.
Well, shout out to the Tyla girls at Summer House.
I need Lindsay Hubbard to perform Water like in one of her.
And then the actual Tyla shoot for Days, she staged a fake press conference, like a sports press conference. And so it's very...
It's so good.
Yeah, giving an interview and bossing people around, and just her energy is so undeniably that of a superstar. It's crazy.
And I love that she's staying out there because she had to cancel the tour.
I know.
Because
it was a real
injury.
make or break.
And she's still out there. She's still making weight, literally with water.
With water, yeah.
And what's the next single going to be, do we think?
Good question.
What would you pick?
I mean, she's definitely got it right.
Yeah.
Like Truth or Dare was a single, Water.
Number one, maybe.
Well, I could be selfish and I would love On My Body with Becky G so that I can get them both in a video.
Yeah. We stan.
Yeah, we do. Well, another girl who once made music but now is retired, allegedly, Rihanna, is back with a perfect photo shoot, but actually perfect, for Perfect Magazine. There are 3 covers.
Did you catch the caption on this cover? Rihanna in one word.
Yes.
Perfect Magazine.
Yes.
I don't know if that was like the reference, but
well,
like...
inside they've asked 40 plus people to say the first thing that comes to mind about Rihanna.
Oh.
And there's all sorts of names. Kylie Minogue did it, and her word was Rihanna. It was very Donatella, Versace heart.
What would your one word be for Rihanna?
Fuck. Oh, maybe it would be fuck with PH. Remember when she was saying fuck with PH all the time? Ping pong out the pussy. Remember that story?
That's like 5 words?
I'm sorry. All of her tweets are coming to my... Good luck with that stage you speak of. Is that one word? No, for Rihanna, it would just be like, I see Barbados. I see Navy. Hot.
I was going to say Cavant.
Okay.
But like, I know there's something she is when she wants to be, but like not always.
Right. When it comes down to like her aura and her being, it is something more like fearless or confident. Because I think that is the number one thing I think about Rihanna. I'm always like,
there's like
thinking about her confidence and that viral sound where they go, what do you do if you wake up and you're not feeling confident? Pretend.
Which even in itself is like, yeah.
So I do think it has to, her confidence is probably what comes to mind first.
Hot.
And hot.
I just love her. I mean, the first word that came to mind was iconic.
I mean,
but like,
well, yes.
Like actually though.
Yeah.
Not in a sarcastic way, which is usually the case.
I know.
But yeah, this has 3 covers, very drag inspired, I thought.
I definitely think she's giving Divine in the pink purple one, especially like perfect for Pride June. She's really kind of giving that reference with those eyebrows. I just love this shoot. It's very different in fashion and very her.
And she announced Fenty hair. So that's...
She did announce Fenty hair, which became a meme. Anybody who had like a short blonde bob was just like, I've been rocking it for years. They got Monet from Drag Race when there was one really funny viral tweet that was just like, Wow, the promo for Fenty Hair is insane. And it was Monet skydiving and she's screaming with her blonde
the
hair.
bob.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I mean, this add it to the list. I don't even know what to say about it because, like, okay,
Mogul.
we've got everything else. But yeah, she did also wear this shirt that got a lot of attention that said, I'm retired
I
on
kind
top.
of
But
love it.
there's
So
something that
her.
was written on the bottom, I thought.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, she said, I'm retired.
Yeah, she stepped out in a t-shirt, which
I mean, it's also a joke anyway because she's like very much a busy entrepreneur. Like,
right, it's like I'm retired, but you're also like a billionaire mogul that
Right.
has multiple businesses.
Yeah.
And
she is not retired. We're tired of
Yeah.
waiting for her.
actually I've decided that I'm okay with not hearing R9 this year.
Certainly not in 2024.
No.
It's totally fine.
I need the girls to step aside
Give
for
us
this.
a breather.
I want a double album.
I want staggered release dates. I've never enjoyed having to digest multiple albums on one day.
Yeah, we'll get to that
Yeah.
later because we have some crowd participation
Oh, yeah.
that we are going to be calling for. But before we get there, shall we switch on over to our next segment that we like to call
TikTok Talk.
Shout out to Tinashe
We're hitting 1 million daily.
daily. It is just
It's in today's top hits on Spotify.
climbing,
It's huge.
climbing, all from this like little TikTok
Mm-hmm.
dance that kicked off this whole campaign.
Yep.
And now Gen Z is discovering the rest of the bops.
We've been right all along. It's just sometimes people got to follow up. That's the theme of this episode.
You've been driving this more than me. I can't take credit.
Yes, that's true. I have been on this. I truly have been on this ride since she emailed me and had me premiere a song from her right after getting out of the girl group, the Stunners. I have been rocking with Tinashe forever. That is true. I love her. And I also think that this was, to say the least, long overdue. But I think this is really happening. And I really want it to chart and I want it to go up and I want it to be a song of the summer next to Espresso. And I think it is.
The numbers are proving it. It's
Yeah.
just continuing to grow. And you were right about the Tinashe charts account,
What about it?
the updates.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like, oh, that sounds like a joke.
oh, no,
then
but they really do.
I looked it up and it's an actual account.
Yep.
And they track the daily streams.
Yep.
And the numbers are
Uh-huh.
climbing.
Yep.
So I was like, oh.
It's going.
We also have a TikTok of Tube Girl who just did a collab with Naomi Campbell. And they are both singing Charlie XCX's 360 on the tube.
That was wild.
I was shocked that Naomi
Did it.
learned the words.
Learned the words and did it. Yeah.
And
I assume
served.
it's staged like because of the non-panic from other people. Like there's no way. Oh, maybe not.
I don't know
I
though.
don't know. Maybe not.
Because if you see someone filming a TikTok in public, like I just kind of
I do.
I try to stay out of the way.
I do. Yeah.
You know, but like or I'll like walk by and be like, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
Yes. I was shocked, and unsurprisingly, she can pull face and serve in angles, even on the tube
Yeah.
mid travel.
And then moving on over to Instagram Reels, basically the same thing. There is a video that we need to discuss here on Legends Only because I feel like this is the only place and only group of people who will like truly understand this. So Christina Aguilera posted another reel. The taste jumped out. She used espresso. I'm working late because I'm a singer. And it is a collection of videos behind the scenes, going to and from, presumably the Vegas show. And there is a frame in this video. The second I saw it, I like sent it to you and you're like, I just posted this of her. What word would you use?
I would use snatch.
Yeah.
I would say snatching the Fiji water
a
bottle
Fiji water bottle.
with the straw drilled into the top of the cap.
Yes, from a woman that is standing there, like gripping that Fiji bottle, shaking, sweating, crying.
Legendina is real. The fan fiction I wrote about her a decade ago is all actually accurate. In
Yes.
that moment, that was like, oh, that was her. The mask was off. That was Legendina.
That was, I need my water bottle now. It better be
Snatched.
drilled. The straw through the cap
I am noticing that is what she seems to only drink out of, it looks like, and I'm living. She doesn't want that straw moving, clearly.
I have so many questions. Like, why through the
So it
cap?
doesn't move.
Right, but like you could take saran wrap
Uh-huh.
and you could put saran wrap on it and just poke it through. Like,
But that doesn't look very cool or classy.
it's a fucking.
Would you
I
like
think
to
it's
tell her?
embarrassing
Would you like to tell her directly?
I would.
She will
Christina
throw a
Aguilera?
shoe at you.
Please do.
I really would love that.
Oh my god, aim right here.
Yeah. Knock me the
Stiletto.
fuck out.
And then I'll try it on after.
Yeah. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I if I ever do a meet and greet with her, I want a photo of me on my knees and her with her foot on me, and that's like a triumphant like ha pose as she's stepping on me. I want that really bad.
I have so many questions
Me too.
about this. I need to know what they use to drill the hole because
Like probably like an X-Acto knife.
you cannot X-Acto knife a bottle cap.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah. you can-
No.
Yes.
Should we try?
Yeah.
Let's get out all my tools and we'll.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, next week I'm gonna have a straw poked through the top. Oh, I don't even know what I drink out of. Currently having a ginger lemonade tea.
They totally do. They have it pre-prepared for her for sure. That's how she likes her water bottles. Dead.
Oh,
And now you'll never unsee it.
ever. There was like a video or something where she had it
Yep.
like a week or so ago,
Yep.
and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then in this one, it was like snatch. Give me that.
And that straw didn't move just like she likes it.
Remember when we went to go get her, see her Starbucks cup?
Oh, yes, I
Dirty
sure
Rock?
do. Try to chase her down.
Yeah, that lipstick stained on that Starbucks cup.
Too
was
iconic.
Also, happy birthday to Bionic.
Happy 14th birthday,
Yeah.
Bionic. Still ahead of its time, but maybe finally catching up now. Maybe 14 years later is finally the time.
I think so.
Yeah.
I would like to see Glam reworked and
Mhm.
refreshed.
Well, we do have it on the Voltaire. Of it
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
She needs to, okay, circling back to the point that we made earlier,
Mm-hmm.
the live mixes. Christina, you need to get these on streaming.
They're
'Cause
so good.
This is like Madonna level of
Mhm.
like the live mixes when Madonna puts them on streaming.
Yeah.
They're just elevated. And Christina, I was at Ladyland. That isn't an EP.
I don't think she has a say in it because I do think she would put everything out that she records live.
I don't know. See, I disagree. I think that she's particular. She's got a fucking straw drilled through her Fiji bottle cap.
Fair point. But I do think she would want to hear her live stuff more. I don't know. Regardless, more on that another time.
Say. And shout out to that woman who had to hold that Fiji bottle.
We hope you still have a
We
job.
hope that you're okay.
Yeah.
Also, and we will post this on our Instagram. You can give us a follow at legendsonly_pod, where every single week we do a carousel of all the visual references that are needed to fully understand the shit that we're talking about. And this one certainly needs it. There is a Flop Tropica's Got Talent edit on Instagram.
There sure is. It kind of feels like it's birthed out of your mind.
Yes, I did not do this.
You did not do this.
No, because someone did ask. They were like,
This
this
is
is you. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, you get the accusations about Flop Tropica sometimes. I still get the pop textbook accusations.
Yeah.
I am not running that account. I know who is. It's a friend of mine, but I am not. I would just say
And
it.
they always have taste.
Yeah, it's just like...
I have so many of pop textbooks posts
Yeah.
saved
Mhm.
in like various folders on my Instagram. So if you are listening,
Yeah.
I would just like to praise the work.
Mhm.
I would just like to give you props because, you know, not everyone hears how like good their shit is.
Well, thank you. Oops, just kidding. It's actually me. No, I feel like... Because also, anytime I want to talk about a song, I post it on mine. Like, I would just say it's mine if it was my account. But
Yeah.
anyway, but do follow Pop Textbook. They're really good.
And they always have like the right song at the right time too. I'm
Yeah.
like, I needed to hear that song today.
I just needed it. What was the latest? Vitamin C, Smile?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah,
We
there's
stand.
an edit of Flop Tropica's Got Talent, which honestly is
Yeah.
hilarious. It's X Factor parody.
The judges are HRH Collection, who we'll give the the listeners who maybe you don't know, we'll give
the corresponding soundbite.
yes. So the judges panel is HOH Collection.
Fucking little telltale rat.
We also have Abby Lee Miller.
We're all gonna have fun.
Needs no introduction. Wendy Williams.
She's got a point.
And Terry Joe.
Are you homosexual?
A what?
I'm homosexual.
Sure do. And I don't know. Should we spoil who's
No.
the winner? Okay.
No, there is a triumphant winner of Flop Tropica's Got Talent.
And it doesn't help you beat the Flop Tropica accusations.
No. But like the comment section brings me so much joy
They're
because
so
it just
funny.
means that there's thousands of people out there who also get it. It makes
Yep.
me feel less alone.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's always a good feeling.
Yeah.
Some people have pets, you know, families. Right. I just have the comment section on TikTok.
Oh my God. It's so bleak.
It's funny, please. Anyway. Anyway, before we get into all of the new music of this week, do you love the podcast? Do you want more? If you would like to support the podcast directly, you can do so by subscribing to our Patreon over at patreon.com/legends only. You can be a legend or an icon, get access to bonus episodes every single week, including the weekends coming up that we're going to be off. There will be bonus episodes still.
Mm-hmm.
There's an after show after every main episode, and there is a back catalog of 4 years worth of content on there at this point. So you can subscribe, support us, get access to those episodes. They're very funny, I think.
Yeah, I've heard.
So yes, you can support us on Patreon, or you can support us by leaving a 5-star review here on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you listen. That would also really help us out as well. And speaking of Spotify, not sponsored.
Uh-oh.
I'm only saying this because they're the only ones that have the poll, which the last time we did this, I infamously really fucked up.
Asked about an Apple Music
Yeah,
feature
I said,
on
do you guys
Spotify.
listen to Apple Music? And there was no one that wrote it. And I was like, oh, wow. Anyway, the question for this week for the audience is, are you overwhelmed with the amount of new music?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no? Because I'm curious how everyone else is feeling about it. Because this week, for me, I definitely hit a moment
Yep.
where the brain was like, why?
Yeah.
We're still not caught up, you know? So I'm just curious for the group.
Well, I shared my opinion earlier. I am overwhelmed.
Yes. I just don't think there's been enough time to marinate.
No, I feel like I have to pick things up and keep it moving a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the release schedules are weird.
Yeah.
I feel like people release on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
They
Monday,
do, which I
Tuesday.
appreciate, which I would rather it be staggered because I cannot deal with all at one day because I feel like
that's
so much
true.
gets lost. I hate that. But I don't know. There's always been a lot of music that comes out, but I just feel like I'm not digesting it that well.
Yeah, this is a pop girly year.
It is.
Because I wanted to tell everyone, I know we shouted this out when it came out, but Bonnie McKee's Hot City.
Mm-hmm.
So Jake and Ryan and I did a game night the other night, and we did a Spotify jam with Hot City, the album by Bonnie McKee, because they hadn't heard it yet. They were like, wait, this album came out?
Yep.
Because there's been so much. They're like, I haven't listened to it. And I gotta say, I know we talked about it then, but now I'm really marinating in it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
Hot City, the actual song.
Yeah.
I want to be in a teeny bopper rom-com Barbie car. But yeah.
I get it.
So that's what inspired this poll.
Mm-hmm.
Was I'm just curious for everyone else, do you feel the same? Or is it just me?
Yeah.
Us?
I can't imagine how the artists feel. I feel like you're probably feeling overshadowed by everything if you're not the most main pop girl of the week.
Yeah.
You know?
But everyone's getting fed.
Oh, yes. We're all
So-
thoroughly being fed. We are overstuffed.
Yeah. If you're a pop lover like us, it's oh my God.
Yeah.
But if you're just a Swiftie, you're good. If you're just a little
I don't actually
Carpenter-
think you're good if you're a Swiftie. I think
Oh,
that's
true.
a different thing.
But if you're a little Lipa, you're oh my God, she ate that.
Yep.
If you're a little Muskrat, you know,
Mhm.
you got a new album.
Yeah.
if you're a little eyelash,
Right.
you know, you're hitting it hard and soft.
It must be nice to only really like stand one girl. That must be very freeing because if you like a lot of things, it's a lot on the brain.
Yeah. I'm marinating in Hot City this week.
Yeah.
So I'm a little late, but it's fine.
It's fine.
So Sabrina Carpenter is out with a new single. Please, please, please.
Yeah, please ×3. Very different from Espresso. We have some mixed opinions, I feel, on
She's cute.
on social.
She's cute, but I also think it's
She's
smart because it's, you know, you've got this huge song.
Yeah.
She also just announced the new album.
Right, that came out
Short
this
and
week
sweet.
too.
The album cover.
Yeah, which I suspect is a double meaning of like the album will be short and sweet and she's also short and sweet.
Yeah.
Probably,
I love it.
Probably the
It's
vibe
smart.
of that. Yeah. She's giving us another over the shoulder. She's still not turning around in her album covers. Maybe one day. But
The femme fatale bed photo, basically, if it's laid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then this one was produced, trigger word, by Jack Antonoff. And everyone was like, huh?
Well,
Is
that's
he
why
gonna
it's
do-
cute, not gorgeous. It is cute. It's not like
It is
you know,
cute.
it's not espresso. I'm not being mean. It's
No.
just not-
I do also think that I need to live with it for a little longer because I
Same.
think it might be a grower and who knows? It might also go the distance. It actually had a bigger opening than Espresso. However, I think Espresso opened her up to a whole big crowd. So I'm actually not surprised that this one was bigger. I know the follow-up hype was probably real. And I actually think it reminds me a little bit of Rilo Kiley or Jenny Lewis and like Under the Black Light vibes, if anyone knows that reference. I also feel like she's probably going to give us different flavors on this album anyway. So I like it. It's not, I definitely don't dislike it.
No.
But yeah, we're going to get an end of summer treat. It'll come out at the end, which I think is great timing because it's so stacked right now. So Please, Please, Please is about loving someone who might not always be the best decision maker and wanting to protect the relationship, but also herself. And Barry Keoghan, who's her boyfriend, also stars in the music video. And that's who it's rumored to be about. So that's fun. And she's basically saying, like, please don't prove him right. Don't bring me to tears. Heartbreak's one thing, my ego's another. I beg you, don't embarrass me, motherfucker. I think it's a very smart song for somebody who is now very much in the public eye. And it's like, don't
It
make
plays
this
into the
breakup
image.
messy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still
People
like,
are paying attention. They talk about it. So
yeah. Also, again, very sassy with the lyrics. She's like, I know you're craving some fresh air, but the ceiling fan is so nice. She likes that innuendo and sauciness. She's fun. She's a fun girl.
it is fun.
It is fun. I'm looking forward to the whole album.
Yeah. I'm also like not mad if it's just short and sweet.
Yeah, me either.
Some people were so mad at that. And I'm like, I'm loving these like cute little 10 song projects.
Like Ari.
Yes. Ariana,
nice and
Billy.
Yeah.
The next album that I want to shout out, Peggy Goo is out with her debut album called I Hear You.
Yep.
Another short and 10 songs.
And I'm gooped.
And an an intro.
Yeah.
The girls don't do that anymore.
I know. We do miss a dramatic intro.
Yeah. So if you are looking to get into this one, I would start with Back to One.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love 1 + 1 = 11.
Yep.
And I do love the intro and the cover. I love how it's
Love the cover. I keep looking at it when I listen to it.
Yeah, it's like these almost like reflective mirror
ears.
Yeah. So it's almost like, to me, the visual is like I'm projecting out what I'm hearing in my head to you to listen to. I think it's cool.
She got Lenny Kravitz on the album.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, of course it also has, it goes like na na na.
Oh yeah.
Huge hit. So
which is very different from the rest of the album.
It is.
There's like a little bit of it gets a little weird at and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an artistic statement of like, this is my range.
Yes. I like that it's not your typical like, because I have a critique about one of my faves coming up. I like that it has it feels like I don't want to say it feels like an album. But like a lot of the DJs put out like a chorus and a verse and it's this extended kind of just like a bop. These feel like compact songs in their structure.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made any sense.
It almost reminded me a little bit of Robin's Honey, which kind of goes on a journey
Ooh.
and gets weird, obviously.
Yeah.
But
there's like intricate details in it versus just like your typical kind of like pop banger.
But it's at the same time summer vibes, sunset vibes, pool vibes for sure.
And she's serving Kavan.
Oh yeah.
At all like her whole style is like it's like calm, cool, unbothered, chic.
Very aspirational.
Yes.
We all want to be Peggy.
Like the fits, like the fashion fits.
Yeah.
I really want to get into like fashion.
Well,
like I want someone to like someone with a good eye for that.
Yeah.
Clearly I think of like the RuPaul when she's like shading Joy Behar. And she's like, you better get it from somebody.
I think for me, it's an access thing. I feel like I never know where to go or like where to get cool clothes. I always default to like what I know that I can get quick and easy at fast fashion. And I know it's a lot of thrifting and stuff like that, which I do, but I don't really have it in me. Like part of it is just like, I don't just bring it to me and I'll pick the things I like.
You need to do more colors.
Yes.
That green that you wore.
Fruit Factory.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to commit to more colors.
Yeah. And in the fall, turtlenecks, I think look really good on you.
Okay.
In my opinion, clap if you agree.
Clap if you care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do that. Of course, right now I'm rocking original Anita, which we'll be discussing later.
Yeah.
But
also this week, I think this is my favorite track of the week.
Oh.
Angry Baby, who is going to be in New York in July at Elsewhere.
Oh, baby, you're so angry.
Oh, you angry baby.
I'm going to move your body.
So I will say I did get a DM from a listener that was like, I found this artist through listening to the pod. And I was like, oh my God, I feel validated that I do have some taste. But Angry Baby has been one of my like favorite artists of the year. And this is a bop. It's called Move Your Body. You will move your body to it. It is like house. It's just, it has everything. Bop. And then Dom Dalla has dropped Girls.
Your man.
With a $sign instead of an S.
Yes.
Also has a new photo shoot that he did for this.
I presume hot.
Yeah. But I have to say something, you guys.
What?
I don't like the arrangement of this.
I'm shaking.
How do you think I felt? First listen.
Go on. I mean, I listened as well, so I was wondering your thoughts.
Bop. Don't get it twisted. Bop. But it doesn't, like, it feels like an extended edit of, like, a DJ set. It doesn't feel like a song.
Okay, because I thought, oh, wow, he, like, took a TikTok sound and then just extended it out a little bit.
Like, I need there to, like chase it.
Yes.
It needs a...
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
And like the front of it has like that God, why is everything in every episode always connected? There's like a crowd noise and then him being like, yeah. And then it goes into the best part, like the core of the song.
It goes right into it. Yep.
We need to strip that, chop it up.
Yeah.
We need to build to that, then drop it.
Yeah.
Then have it get crazy.
Yeah.
Then extend it. Then switch it up.
I'm on the same page.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what I mean. I heard and I was like, oh, it kind of feels front loaded.
Yeah. Oh, it's front loaded.
Like you got the meat of the song and then it's like,
and then
okay.
Yeah.
Kind of repeats.
Which is what would happen if you
DJ
went
set.
to see it live.
Totally.
And then like that would slay.
Yeah.
But I want my like 3-minute,
I get it.
Verse, chorus, pause moment where you like
he took
catch
Don't Bore Us, Get to the Chorus a little too seriously. It's
Yes.
like, well, give us something else before that.
Yeah. She's front loaded.
She's front loaded.
But like still, I'm
Bob,
obsessed.
Yeah.
And
Good
lyrics,
loop, if nothing else. Yeah.
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 Well, I saw him look at you.
This is kind of a week of our faves doing things that maybe aren't our favorite, but we still stand and they're kind of bops.
Right.
To pivot to that, I have a new song from Orville Peck, Diplo, and the legendary Miss Kylie Minogue called Midnight Ride. Now, if you ask me, I never would want, while I did enjoy it, I'm not actively asking for a return to the golden era. It's not my favorite. I don't love country disco pop. That's not particularly like my vibe. This is a bop. It is fun. It is good. But it's just not the musical direction I necessarily crave from her. But I also can't deny, like, it's not bad at all. And especially, like, her verse, it's giving whispery Where the Wild Roses Grow, for those who know. Like, that's kind of my reference for that. And actually, her delivery on this song is really, really good. It's just not really where I want her sonically. But I also, at the same time, really enjoy that she's trying everything. She's hooked up with Joel Corey in the studio, Orville. She's doing this BB Rexa thing that's coming wherever.
Oh, yeah. That hasn't materialized yet.
No, but they did just hook. They took pictures again at something recently. Pride. Oh, yeah. Kylie headlined LA Pride. Amazing. I'm glad it was a surprise performance. That's always fun. But yeah, I have to speak my truth. And yeah, I would prefer that we get back to Tension Town and we extend the tension and give us whatever she worked out with BB and Joel Corey. And yeah, but I do like that she's, you know,
She's
maybe dabbling, maybe introducing herself to new sounds and audiences. So I have to appreciate. But
because we do love when the girls dabble.
We do love a dabbling, and we do.
I mean, like, look at what happened with Nelly Furtado. She dabbled in EDM, and she was like, "I'm going to stay here."
And I am also. It's important that they feed their creativity and curiosity, and keep themselves trying new things,
and don't work with the same producer putting out songs that sound the same, and putting them on 400 different vinyls. You know what I mean? Some would say that, you know, some of the other girls should, you know, dabble,
diversify. But
I'm still like fingers crossed that she went to that Dom Dalla concert.
Oh yeah, the deal was like buy all 400 variants of Taylor Swift's EDM album.
My hand to the legends gods right now. If Taylor Swift goes EDM on the next album, I will fucking buy the vinyl.
I know you will.
I will.
Oh, I know you will.
And it will probably be my number one most played.
For sure, it will be. Well, everybody else can pack it up anyway because we have the true release of the week.
Oh, actually, though, like, you're not wrong.
I'm not even lying. Well, she might have allegedly done things, and Tom's house was broken into. But
Drag Denise.
Miss Pretty Mess herself, Erica Jane, is undeniably back.
I'm a pretty mess. Again, ahead of my time, the girls, they no Belmar. That summer when I was 21.
Yep.
We had these songs fucking blaring in that house.
It's expensive to be her, and she gives zero fucks. She's one hot pleasure. It's Erica Jane. She's here with Dominoes, which honestly, it goes off.
The dominoes fell.
They fell.
Shaken.
We fell to our knees. It is produced by Nico Pop, who did much of Slater's album that we loved so much from last year. So, you know, the players are correct in this equation, and we're going down like dominoes. And I'm sorry, Jessie J. It's over for you.
Is that the right song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is it like pulling a Rita Ora, singing the wrong song? No, this is a bop.
It's also like, it's not mid-tempo, but it's chiller. It's like a more straightforward pop song. It's really not like depending on like a silly, how many fucks do I give kind of line. It's actually just like a straightforward pop bop.
Yeah.
And it's good.
I liked the last one too.
Yeah.
What was it, like Bounce? That one was like...
I fear she's eating your honor.
I know. At first I was like, with Bounce, I was like, wait, this is kind of a bop. But like, I don't know if she's like I don't know what's happening with all the legal stuff.
Nope.
So I don't want to be like...
I'm not exactly shouting from the rafters, but I'm also like,
but like,
why lie?
Yeah. I'm kicking the dominoes over with her on this one. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I just had to shout it out. It really does.
She could do the vocal of Girls by Dom Dalla.
She could. Well, we'll see.
Girls don't need nobody.
I DM'd Connor.
Sorry, that's me, and I shouldn't. I fry too.
Yeah. I DM'd Connor and I said that he needs to DJ a Luann versus Erica Jane night. Luann needs a little lead. She needs a little more music under her arsenal.
We need, Luann, I love you.
We
And
need
I
more
know-
songs.
But like, we need to change the direction of the artistry.
Yeah. The original music needs to get back on track to speak singing over a house beat.
Yes. I got instrumentals.
Lined up.
Yeah.
Lined up for Lou.
They've been rejected by others, but it's fine. Someone one day.
It's true. And I'd also like to give a quick shout out to Shy Girl, who has the Club Shy remix album out. Every single track.
Bop. Bop, 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 bop.
Like, the EP was already perfect, the Club Shy EP, and then she did the remix album, and she attached some great names to each of them. She's got MK, Fetty Legrand. Oh my God, Fetty.
This is like Legends Only.
Yeah, this is a very good selection.
EP.
Yeah, Logic 1000. I loved all of this because I got one of the mixes in my release radar, and then I was like, oh, the whole thing's out. And then I looked and I said, oh, every name on this is actually great.
And know what I love about her is I don't know if this is like part of the act, because it's like her name is Shy Girl, but she's kind of elusive-ish.
Yeah.
But like fucking bangers. Like Mr. Useless
Mr. Useless goes off.
is
Yeah.
possibly, I know we're halfway through the year, but like the lows are coming up.
Yeah.
And there was a category. This song should have been number 1 for 50 fucking weeks. She has been bucketed in that category.
Yeah.
With Chase It.
It's good. But so is Mute and Thick. And this new song with Danielle Harl, Encore, at the end of the EP. Just all of it is really, really good. And I actually, my first reaction was like, I want a vinyl of the Club Shy and remix, like packaged as 2. I want like a double vinyl of those.
It is pretty.
It's great.
Also, looking back at it, I think that Katy Perry might have been inspired.
Oh, I think, yeah, there's something with all of that aesthetic and the hyperpop and the...
I'm here for it.
Miss Catherine is tapping into something there.
Did you see? Oh, are we? This might actually be a good segue.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of Miss Catherine, and did you see the tweet that was the first video was Katie walking up to the podium at the Nickelodeon Awards when she got slimed. It's a video of her walking up, and then like the slime hitting her in the face. The second slide is like all of the goop like in her face, and it says the brat on it. And then the third one is a photo from her Instagram recently where she's like in the shades and like serving
that's
full
really smart.
Kavan.
Yeah. It's honestly, yes.
Brat is here.
It's Brat Week, and if you are in a certain circle on social media, you
Gay.
were forced to see that for sure.
And I gotta say, I was on board with like the green branding.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really like fully on board with like the album yet. But release week, the memes just proved the marketing genius behind the simplicity
It
of
really
this,
worked.
because that shade of green was
Everywhere.
everywhere. The Sims did it. The font, like everyone was
The
changing.
Today Show changed it to Today.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it
Everyone
everywhere.
did it.
It
So,
was crazy.
I just need to shout out whoever that was that did this, because
When you're right, you're right.
it was like I saw one. It was like Shrek, but they changed him to like be a little bit more neon. Like it was like that exact shade of green.
Right. It was everywhere. It was so everywhere. I couldn't believe it. Everyone changed their avies, lowercase everything. I posted the one that said "Girls Aloud." It was so. And then the queen of the record store in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
she's the Brat Queen. Like, she had the vinyls all over the wall, just inescapable. And the memes were so funny. Just anything green had been taken over. Any outfit from a movie or a TV show had Brat slapped on it if it was green.
So good.
So well done, Charlie, because you really like that intentionally low res, like lowercase font shit worked.
That's what they say with branding: simplicity, repetition.
Yeah, and she did it. Yeah, Brat is probably on track to be her best streaming charting album, if The Noise is any indication. This is probably her loudest album, I would say, to date. I know Crash was loud, but I think this is even more. It's hard to say because we do live in a bubble. We do live in a very New York City gay bubble. And
yeah,
there were
Brooklyn, which is like the
so
Mecca.
many brat parties. You could not escape the gay clubs in Brooklyn. Everything was brat rave, brat night. There's the brat wall. People are
DJ
posing in front of him.
Liam did I think he was at $3 bill.
Yep, $3 bill.
And
I
it was
think
like
Rosemont.
the lights, they changed everything to green. And I'm
God.
like, this is brilliant.
Yeah, and then she popped up at party in London. I mean, she's popping up at raves everywhere right now. Lots of videos of gays shoving poppers in her face and asking her to bless rosaries and giving her a cigarette.
That was uncalled for.
The poppers?
Yes, you don't do that to somebody. That's
I
like,
did not like that one bit.
Not to get all like mother on.
It's a consent issue. Just
Yes.
ask her first, because the one video I did love is she's walking into the brat car, which is also a thing. The girl's holding out a cig. Charlie, do you want a cig? She's like, oh, yeah.
She asked.
That's all you
Before-
need, consent. But yeah, Brat's here, and we've had, tastes of it over the past few weeks. We've had Von Dutch, back-to-back, Club Classics. She's here. She is bratty.
Also, the range of topics is like...
The range of topics cracks me up.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote, like, this is a girl with ADHD. Because it goes from, like...
Well, we're not diagnosing anyone.
Oh, no, we're not.
There's just certain things that, like, I'm chill. And then there's certain things where I'm like, don't go there with me. Do not go there, Kath.
Do not, Kath.
Unattended.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite track on this album is So I.
Well,
for now.
So I is a big one because
For now.
of the meaning behind that.
I also love, because I didn't really listen to it when it first came out, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
But B2B.
Yeah.
I'm so
I think
late.
that's grown on me a lot.
I'm so late to that one. But that one, it reminds me, what's the meme of her where like people post it in Discord all the time, but it's like her bouncing her tits.
Yes.
Like to me, that's the visual I get with back to back. It's like a tit shaker.
Yeah. Brat to me is very much looks, sounds, smells like a night at the Rosemont. It's very much a coke user bat signal album. It's like very drugs, very, very drugs.
No judgment.
No judgment, but a song has never been more about cocaine than 365, as I just read on the Pop Heads entry for Brat. Yeah, this is about clubbing and partying and also having really extreme existential moments and vulnerable moments and depression. And should I have a baby? And should we do a line? Like the breakneck of going from the last two songs is hilarious to me because she sings in I Think About It All the Time. She's like, oh, maybe I should have a baby. Maybe it's time. Maybe I've visited my friends with kids. Maybe it's time. And then she goes into 365, which is like, should we do a key bump? Should we do a line? And then another comment on Pop Heads was like, God forbid a woman has hobbies.
I mean, it's real. Like,
oh, it feels very representative of somebody sort of the existential crisis of someone in their 20s, 30s, kind of living that life and feeling, sometimes she feels like a god. Sometimes she feels like shit. She goes through, maybe I should have sold out and been a more mainstream artist. Maybe I should have worried about charting on Billboard more. She's, these are thoughts. I really enjoy the album. I admit that I was sort of, when the internet memification of it gets overwhelming, I kind of become averse to touching it because I'm like,
same. It's two different
too much.
Experiences.
Yes.
Because it's like the meme of it all is so funny.
Yeah.
And it's its own beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
it was a heavily
I was like, what
in
if I
your
don't like
face
it?
album.
You know what I mean? But
yeah. But I do really like the album. I don't know where it sits for me quite yet, but I do feel so I've been writing about Charlie since 2010 or 11 and True Romance is like always going to be it for me for Charlie. Obviously I love, Pop 2 and Number One Angel and all iterations of Charlie, and she does always evolve, and it did take me back a little bit just like how loud it seemed to be about Brat, because I guess she's just kind of growing each album, honestly.
This one was very internet.
Yeah.
To me, in ways that I don't think the other ones were.
I do think that she is more honest and vulnerable on this than maybe she has been since How I'm Feeling Now, which is the pandemic album. But even like all the way back to True Romance, kind of honest about depression and vulnerability. I think that my standouts are Sympathy is a Knife, Talk Talk, and Apple, which are kind of like the poppiest ones, but I'm really enjoying it. Girl So Confusing is a lot of fun to think about. Obviously, a lot of people think it's about Lorde. Some people think it's about Marina. She gives us some clues in the way, and I don't, she said that basically that song is kind of the only shit-talking one and a little bit Von Dutch, but to say like we've got the same hair, people think our music is similar.
Oh, what's going on? We got the same hair.
Yeah, and the Housewives
It's
memes
really looking
of
a
it
lot
all,
like mine.
like because Charlie likes Housewives, people only double down on that.
Yeah,
and they were like making everything about that. The memes of Ramona dancing to club classics and shit. Girl So Confusing I really like because I do like she's very those lyrics you can follow and
it's
you're like,
elusively shady.
it is. She's like, we go out to dinner, we talk about music, the internet will go wild if we ever collab, but I still can't tell if you like me or not. I think it's Lorde because
I think it's Lorde.
When she says people say we have the same hair, I really can't think of anyone. Like, people are saying Marina, but I don't really feel like they.
No.
Some would say Marina because of the familiar fruit moment.
Yeah.
But
I feel like she would reference.
Yeah.
I feel like she would say
She
something
would say
about
something.
fruit
She would, I think.
with that because that's a known
Yeah.
reference.
I think so.
But the same hair to me
Feels
is
like
Lorde.
And the internet going crazy. Like, they would go crazy for both because it would be meaningful for both. But I do think it's Lorde. But in any case, Lorde posted a breathless positive review of this album right before it dropped, or like as it dropped on her story. But then that still like kind of aligns with the story of the song, which is like we seemingly hit it off, but I can't tell if we're being fake to each other. It's a very realistic kind of not diss
Sounds
track.
like gays.
Yeah.
Like
she's like, we go out, but I can't tell if we fuck with each other if you actually like me. That's like very real.
God, I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I'm like, no, I'm just socially anxious and I have anxiety.
Right.
I promise I'm not.
So I like the emotions that she's displaying on the album because even though it's a very like drug, party, rave, bitch, fuck, like it's still kind of emotionally vulnerable in a lot of those moments too. Rewind, talking about like, should I have gone back and done things a little differently? And then the one that's your favorite, So I, is
I love that one.
Maybe the most emotional, which is the tribute to Sophie. And that's, it's got plenty of references. It's very clear. And again, actually her writing kind of surprises me because it's really like a diary. And she's like, you called me around Christmas and so I guess the lore is like, she didn't pick up. And that was like the last time she could have talked to her. So she's felt very guilty about that.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, she's in that song, she's talking about, I act like it doesn't break my heart not to sing those songs on stage that we did. And I hope you would like this song. And she's very blunt in the song. I thought it was really well done and very honest. And yeah, I really like this from Charlie. I think people are loving it. Obviously, Pitchfork gave it 8.6, which is the highest of the year, I think, for a female.
Oh, what was the tweet that said?
But
was it like? Oh yeah, the tweet. It's from a user. Axberg said the ketamine twinks have stormed the diva capital.
Literally.
Meme,
all the memes are so funny.
They don't know that I'm Brat. Yes, we do. Bag. All my likes are.
They're so funny.
Like Soul. It's so good. Yeah, I'm still marinating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently in Hot City. Let me have my Hot City moment.
I do think it's funny that people celebrate the Pitchfork score because I'm like, she just walked out with that shirt that said, we don't make, there's no statues of critics or whatever. Like, that whole fan base like made it very clear that they don't want to think about critics'
we don't worry
opinions,
about charts and sales.
But all of a sudden, 8.6, and it's like, yes. Somebody revised the Halsey tweet, and they were like, what's the Halsey tweet? Halsey originally tweeted, can the basement that they run Pitchfork out of just collapse already? And that was because of the reviews at the time.
But the Pitchfork office like was at
World Trade
Center.
She did not know.
No.
So, but somebody, I've seen like Charlie fans revise that.
That's not.
And they revised it to like, can the basement that they run Pitchfork out of just get a remodeling and a nice like furniture like they've revised it. But yeah, everyone's flip-floppy once the critics appreciate the art from the artist you like. I'm still digging in, obviously, too, but yeah, that's...
What did Pitchfork give the new Erica Jane song? 9.2.
Perfect score. But
yeah, I'm marinating. I like that it has more diversity of like topics. I thought it was going to be like straight
club
banger,
yeah.
which obviously you guys know I love.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I like that I didn't even know the lore about the song that was
So I?
Yeah.
So I is all about Sophie, and
now I'm like, that's gonna even make the next listen like.
Oh yeah, if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't put 2 and 2 together until you said that.
Yeah, it's about their working relationship, and she says, you know, you'd say, "Come stay for dinner." I'd say, "No, I'm fine now. I really wish I stayed." Yep.
Next.
Mm-hmm.
We can't.
Anyway, the girls, the gays, everyone will be tweeting about this for quite a while anyway. I've seen a lot of album of the year declarations from the gays, so I think
a lot to choose from.
Yeah, I actually really am not looking forward to thinking about that.
No, that Grammys is going to be... That's why... I mean, I have a whole theory about why... Should I save my theory for the after show?
About what?
That sounds like an after show. My theory about why every main girl is releasing.
Oh, okay. We can save it for the after show.
Clap if you care. Yeah, get into Brat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to still marinate. I'll let you guys know where I'm at next week with it.
And finally, just a little teaser before we go. We are finally getting the SG Lewis and Tuvalu Tovlo.
Yes.
The Heat with the torso cover shoot.
I love that she posted that video of the photo shoot.
Yeah, she was like, no, that's literally
so
me.
Real. Yeah.
I'm very excited, obviously. Yeah, and we're going to get it next week. So by the time this drops, just a few days, we'll have heard it.
We will be getting hot.
You will be.
Hot, radically optimistic.
Yeah.
Brats, eternally hitting it hard and softly.
In the department
of sunshine. What else even happened?
Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
there's some. We'll work on that.
We'll get that in the song at the end of the year.
Oh, I don't even know. Where are you at with the song?
I do think we should try and make a monster of referencing all the girls. That would be fun.
Scratch tracks already in the works, in the voice memos.
Of course.
I have interludes.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, there's a whole...
Oh.
Actually, borderline copyright infringement, I think, for this year.
Probably. I do think it will have to be a mega song. And before we go, I forgot to put it down. Ray has a new song, Genesis, out that is 7 minutes long and is also cut into 3 parts as a separate option.
Oh.
Because the genre switches throughout the song.
Oh.
Very cool. Interesting way to put out a new song. And that is a very ambitious track and very honest as well about feeling insecure and all the stuff that she tackles. So
relatable.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Well, this is a jam-packed episode.
It sure was.
But we're not done talking yet.
We're sure not.
So if you would like to listen to the after show, you can find that on Patreon, and you can connect your Patreon account with your Spotify account and get all of those bonus episodes right in the app. Not sponsored.
Mm-hmm.
Just makes it easier. And until next week,
we will
see you
soon.